house of God. Amen?
Amen.
We want to acknowledge him in everything that we do. That's what my word says. Acknowledge him in all thy ways, and he shall direct our path. So the question, get back to the question, very interesting question. I'm glad that that question was raised. In fact, I have pondered on that very same question many a day. What could we offer to our young black children? What gift can we give as black men to our community, to our young people? And I would have to start off by saying, one, that we need to educate ourselves as black men. We have fallen off to learn about ourselves and the history and what is happening behind the curtains. We fail to understand the mechanics behind the disparities that we see in our community. I always say that when we reach out to our children, that we have to, one, lead by example. Secondly, we have to teach our children who are watching us, one, to learn about God. That's the first and foremost. See, that's what we have gotten away from. God in our community, God in our schools, God in our character and in our personality and our thoughts. See, that's what America wanted for you when they took out prayer out of schools. They didn't want you to know about God. They didn't want you to know about yourself. So we have to, as black men, steer them back to God by being examples. Secondly, we have to teach them to educate themselves, to get education. Us as black men, we understand that we have to continue to keep learning because life never stops teaching. And we have to let them understand that each experience is not meant to be a downfall, but an experience to make us rise above. And then the last thing I would advise our young people is to stay out of trouble. In the education of learning about yourselves, you would understand that America has a trap out for you. And many of us, through a lack of knowledge, have easily fallen into that trap. So we must educate our young people, not by saying, do as I say and not as I do, but do as I do and hope that they will follow. Too many hypocrites in all walks of our life, in the pulpit, in the activism, in the Board of Education, and the city government. You know, they talk one talk out of their mouth and then talk another talk out of their neck. So what we have to do is we have to understand the power and the importance of being on one accord. Lord knows what that's going to take. But I do have the faith that we can do it. Education is the key. We have to understand, you know, and this is good. Opening up dialogue, talking about our conscience, raising the consciousness. Because unless our consciousness is raised, then it still lays dormant and the issues are never brought about, and our kids continue to fall into the same traps as so many millions and millions of black men have fallen a victim to the 1994 Crimes Bill, where mass incarceration has risen to its highest limits. And I'm going to leave it at that because I know we have other panelists. This is your name. Somebody say amen.